What are you doing?
I'm getting a tattoo of you.
Do you like scary movies? Well, do you? Because strange images are in the air tonight. I've sent Quasi deep into the vault to pull out some of the scariest movies ever made. So turn out the lights. Get close to someone you care for. Because it's time for Zomboo's House of Horror Movies. Come, let's go inside and meet Quasi. Miss Transylvania. Werewolfie. The head nurse. Officer not so friendly. And Bianca, the rack girl.
And I'm hot.
Hello, everybody, boys and ghouls, mummies and daddies. It's your old pal Zombo, welcoming you to Zomboo's House of Horror Movies. Ooh, this week's movie is one of the scariest movies ever made. Samson versus the Vampire Women. Samson versus the Vampire Women was made in Mexico in 1961. When Professor Roloff discovers that his daughter is in danger of being kidnapped by vampires, he asks Samson, the pot-bellied wrestler, to protect her. Samson versus the Vampire Women stars Meatloaf, Woodsy Owl, Elizabeth Taylor, Al Gore, Wonder Woman, Orville Redenbacher, fully clothed Gina Davis, Wilfred Brimley and Marlon Brando, Prince Charles, Brooke Shields, Zamfir, Jerry Mathers and Bo Peep, and Michael Landon. Ooh, that does look like one very scary movie.
Where is this big palooka?
Ooh, I wonder who's at the door.
Hey, Zombo, remember me?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't remember you.
Now pay attention, because here's a clue. This is a championship wrestling belt. Can you see that? Maybe you should take a closer look.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I still don't remember you.
Oh, yeah? Well, here's another clue.
Oh, why, you're Samson the wrestler.
That's right, and I'm here to tell you about my next big match. I have to wrestle the Black Mask in tonight's movie.
Oh, well, I already read the script, so could you just put me in a sleeper hold so I don't have to watch the rest of the movie?
Why, I don't need the script to tell you what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to tear you limb from limb.
Whoa! And we'll be right back to our very scary movie right after these important messages from our sponsors. Ooh, tonight's movie is brought to you in non-living color, otherwise known as scary black and white. That's the biggest Dalcon shield I've ever seen.
Give a hoot! Don't pollute!
Queen and mistress of the night, lady of darkness and mentor of the vampire women, you have rested 200 years now. You slumbered for centuries just as you are. Your master has not summoned you until now. The hour is here at last. You are to make the prophecies he laid out come true. He reigns in the dark dominion. He, your lordly husband, calls, O sovereign. All men are addicted to corruption and obligated to seek self-destruction. They have permitted us all to awaken and call out the monsters that reside on this earth.
Time to wake up! She's so ugly, she makes an 8-day clock run backwards!
It's alive! Alive, I tell you! And it's coming to you alive from the main mausoleum in the heart of Transylvania. It's the Miss Transylvania pageant.
Sorina, honored sovereign of the vampire women, at last the moment has arrived when we must select your successor, so that you will be free again to return to the great depths of the earth, to occupy your throne at his side. Become as you were, to all mortal eyes, a queen of the most radiant beauty, because you are destined to scourge and seduce men.
I think her worst nightmare is a comb.
And you as well, my sisters. I, Tundra, the one selected to order and guide you as priestess of vampires. I must carry out my mission. So, I will see that you are nourished with human blood.
We have a question in the gallery. You with the horns.
He is here. Listen to our cry, O inscrutable Lord of darkness. Imponderable King of witchcraft and black magic, protect us under your great powers. Render us invulnerable to the assault and attack of mortals. Shield our bodies and our eyes from the sign of the cross, and help us to avoid daylight. Our worst enemy is the sun. Don't make us touch fire that purifies all. Let this be your will, our Lord of Darkness.
Now go and brush your teeth. Both of them.
Celine, hear my cry. Let your immortal rays touch us. Give me the appearance that I'll need now. I must have beauty in order to fulfill my mission. You are the breath that gives life to my body. You are my spirit, and awaken your sleeping slaves as well. My servants.
Whatever magic words she said, I'm going to get my wife to say.
Celine, hear my cry, and awaken your slaves. And you, the dead, all of you, awaken from the sleep that has kept you silent for 200 years. Follow me.
Give a hoot! Don't poop in your boot!
Look at her. 200 years ago, she was selected by the king of the Dark Dominions to succeed our great Thorina. It was your fault that she fled from the hand of my sister vampires. Yes, at that time, an extraordinary girl. Dedicated to a life of virtue caused us to fail in our sacred duty. Her beauty and kindness were handed down to a descendant of hers. And so tonight you will all see her. When she has reached her 21st year, we must capture her so that she'll be here to take part in our great ritual. Remember, if you fail this time, I have great power and I will destroy you. You'll be converted into dust, understand?
We swear we will not fail you again, Tundra.
Thorina needs blood, and my sisters and I need it also. She needs young blood. That is our job tonight. Follow me, we'll search for human blood.
You know, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Hey, Zombo!
Oh, well, if it isn't my little pal, Minnie Z.
When does Dracula relax at work?
I don't know.
During his coffin break!
And we'll be right back to our very scary movie right after these important messages from our sponsors. Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Zombo down here in Zombo's Dungeon Art Gallery. Do you know where some of the world's greatest artists get their inspiration? It's from this show. Are you a budding artist? Do you look like Toulouse-Lautrec? Or do you have a strange affinity for body parts like Vincent van Gogh or Mike Tyson? Maybe you have artistic ability. Can you draw Quasi the Hunchback? Well, here's your chance to show your art to the world. It's time for Zombo's Scary Picture Gallery. Let's look at tonight's picture of the week. Today's picture was sent in by Officer Not So Friendly of the 13th Precinct. Werewolfie?
Werewolf couldn't make it today. He's in the pound. Ta-da!
Ooh, let's go in for a closer look at this very interesting and scary picture. Oh, look! It's a wanted poster. Wanted, and oh, there's me, Zombo. Oh, I'm glad I'm wanted for something. And oh, look, Zombo, $1,000 reward.
Hey, take a closer look here, numbskull.
Oh, Zombo, 1,000 cents, which is a full $10. Virtue is its own reward. I wonder what the artist was thinking about when he drew this picture. I think he was thinking that it is very rewarding to have your picture on Zombo's show. Now don't forget, boys and ghouls, get out your pencils, paints, crayons, and whatever. Draw me a scary picture and send it to me, Zombo, at the Scary Picture Gallery, and I'll put it on the show for everyone to see.
Send in your scary pictures to Zombo's Scary Picture Gallery in care of this station. Or check out the Zombo website at zombo.com under Gallery.
You're pale, Diana. What happened to you?
I don't know, George. But it all was so strange. All of a sudden, I heard a voice calling me from a tremendous distance.
There wasn't anything out there. Could have been a bird. I think I saw something fly.
It's most likely that you're nervous, Diana. You know, I bet it was a butterfly out there attracted to the light, and that's all.
I guess you're right. It was only my nerves. George, dear, you know tomorrow we announce our wedding plans during the party, and tomorrow's my birthday.
Right. And now that you're feeling better, darling, remember we're going out.
George, I'd prefer that Diana stay here in the house tonight.
Why, Professor?
I don't know, really, but she's fatigued and better rest tonight.
Papa's telling the truth, dear. I'm a little tired, and I prefer to go to bed early. And tomorrow I'll feel much better, George. Is that okay?
All right, then, you win. Anyway, pretty soon you'll be using my name, and I'll give the orders around the house. Don't you agree, Professor?
Huh? Oh, yes, certainly, of course.
Good night, George.
Tomorrow you'll feel better.
I'm going up, Papa.
Get a good rest, darling.
Professor, I know something is worrying you. You're trying to hide it.
No, it's nothing. The trouble is that you're a little nervous also. You're imagining things.
Well, I don't know. You seem to be acting pretty strange tonight.
But that's quite natural. In a month, I'll be losing my daughter, and I'll be all alone in the house.
Sorry, but I don't agree with you, Professor. You're not going to be losing a daughter. On the contrary, you'll be gaining a son.
It's Inspector Andrews, sir. How are you, George?
Fine, thanks, Inspector.
Good evening, Professor.
Hello, Charles.
Tell me, Inspector, you working on an investigation or stopping a crime?
I just came to say hello to my dear old friend, Professor Roloff, and to say that since Diana's starting a new life, we can play chess every night now.
But you're coming to the masquerade ball, aren't you?
Yes, I guess so. I'll be coming as Sherlock Holmes. Although I haven't received my invitation as yet, unfortunately.
But that's why I asked you to come tonight. I wanted to give you the invitation in person, Inspector.
Well, I'll say good night. See you tomorrow, Inspector.
Goodbye for now, George.
See you tomorrow, Professor.
Sleep well, George. Please come into the private study, Charlie.
And now what do you think they're going to study in there?
Now why all the mystery? I can see that you're anxious to speak to me.
You see, Diana is in terrible danger, but what's a good way to explain it to you?
But that's easy. Start by explaining.
I can't, Charles. I'm at a loss.
Be frank. I want to hear all the details. I'm to understand that Diana could be in danger, Professor. I've been summoned here because you hope I'll find an adequate way to protect her. Isn't that true? And nevertheless, you can't or won't tell me what is happening. How can you expect any help when I don't know who it is I must protect your daughter from?
Charles, I'm usually quite direct and I don't like secrets, but in this case, I hesitate now because you see I'm not sure yet. That's about what you'll say.
Someone is trying to kidnap Diana so they can't collect ransom from you. Come on now, speak up.
No, I swear it's not true, Charles. No, it's something far more terrible than death itself. It's horrifying. I'm at a loss. That's all I'm going to tell you now. Should you decide to help me, fine. If not, then leave me alone.
Now, take it easy, Professor. I'll help you, and willingly. But how?
Tomorrow night, I'd like you to gather together some men, and good men, and come to the party, Charles. I mean to protect Diana.
Now, look, if she's in danger, why not suspend the party?
That's impossible. Diana's very sentimental. It's only what the girl deserves. But at the same time, she can't know the facts either. The situation is desperate now.
But, Professor, let me know what's happening here, simply for Diana's good.
No, don't insist. I repeat, I can't say any more, Charles. Now, do me a favor. Leave me alone. I have work to get done tonight. At the end of 200 years, Tundra will seek revenge in one of Rebecca's descendants. This unfortunate young girl will inherit the beauty that her ancestor enjoyed. And when she becomes 21 years of age, she will be initiated into the black rituals of the vampire women to succeed Serena. On her left shoulder, she will carry the figure of a vampire, the unmistakable sign of her tragic destiny.
If she's a vampire, how come we can see her in the mirror?
so diabolical it seemed to be spying on me through the window.
Calm down, darling. Calm down. You didn't see anything. You're only nervous. You're imagining things.
No, I can't forget that incident downstairs when I was sitting at the piano. And then this horrible face. It's not my imagination, Dad. This is all real. I know that I can't find an explanation for it. But I know that it exists, and I'm afraid, Dad.
Come on, sweetheart. Please calm down. I repeat, you didn't see anything. Have faith in your father.
And this thing, it has a meaning. I was born with this, and you know it. Since childhood, I always wanted to know what it meant, and always you refused to tell me, Dad. Now, what is it? Isn't it strange it should be shaped like a vampire?
It's only a mark like any other, darling. I've seen plenty on other persons, not the same as yours, I know, but they had some strange shape, and they didn't mean a thing. Why not have faith in your dad, darling? Tell me, Diana, just where did you see this thing? This ugly and horrible face in the night?
I saw it in the mirror when I was combing my hair, Dad.
In the mirror, you see? Didn't you ever read that light does curious things when it bounces off a mirror? It reproduces figures and shadows. I've been fooled like that many times, dear. Why should I try to kid you? It's not logical.
Because you're full of it.
Come, dear. Try and get some sleep now. Should you need me, I'll be in the study. And there's no need to worry any longer.
Hello, everybody. It's your old pal, ZOMBOO.
This is Professor Roloff. I'm calling Samson. This is Professor Roloff. Come in. Can you hear? It's most urgent, Samson. I'll record the message. It's extremely urgent, and I need your help. Diane is in very grave danger. Please come to my place when you hear this message, Samson.
Hello, everybody. It's your old pal, ZOMBOO. It's time to take another look inside of ZOMBOO's scary photo album to see what scary photographs were sent in by some of our viewers. This is Victoria. Do you know why she's smiling? It's because she has a secret. And let's meet Claudia. Ooh, I'd like for her to dig those claws in me. Ooh, would you or your friends like to be in ZOMBOO's scary photo album? It's easy. All you have to do is send your photograph to me.
Email your scary photo to zomboo@zomboo.com. And don't forget to check out the scary photo album on the ZOMBOO website at zomboo.com.
Send those scary photographs to me, and I'll put them in my album for everyone to see. Hey, Master, let's take a picture. Master, you broke the camera. This is the rat girl. She's a definite 10. Do you think tonight's movie is a 10? Well, now you can rate all the movies on ZOMBOO's House of Horror Movies. Just go to zomboo.com, click on Rate the Movies, and be a movie critic. You can also write your own comments and reviews. And I'll keep track of the ratings to let you know which movies you think are the scariest.
We'll be seeing the main event with partners with only 2 falls permitted, and there is a time limit. In this corner, it's Caveman Wellington and Roz Mendoza. In this corner, the Black Shadow, and the man in the silver mask is Samson!
You know, if I were in this movie, I would wear a mask too, so no one would recognize me either.
Say, T.O.
Thank you, sir.
These 2 blue marks close together on the victim's neck are what have me puzzled, Inspector. Besides that, we didn't find 1 drop of blood in the corpse. Why, you could swear that a vampire murdered the girl.
Hey, now that I think about it, I'll bet those monsters were vampires, Doc. And right after she attacked the girl, she changed into a vampire. She sucked her blood and then she began to change.
Take him along, boys, and put him under a week's detention.
But listen, Chief, listen, I'm not crazy, I tell you. It's true, I tell you, it's true. Those were vampires that I saw.
And it had nothing to do with that bottle of scotch in my pocket.
Are there any internal injuries, Doctor?
No, none, Inspector.
And those 2 blue holes there? Don't you really know what they are?
No, I don't. I can tell you one thing, and there's no mistake about it, my friend.
She's dead. That's nothing. Watch this.
Sorina, Queen of the Vampire Women. The hour for you to acquire your original beauty has arrived. Celine, hear my cry. This is the moment. This is the moment to carry out the supreme sacrifice. We must have blood, and he is ready to die.
I think she wants a blood light. And after 6 beers, she looks like this.
Let them drink. Our sisters are impatient. You've seen the girl chosen as my successor?
Yes, Majesty.
And likewise, I have seen on her skin the mark that identifies her. The Dark Vampire. She is truly lovely, O Queen. Her beauty rivals yours. She will be a deserving successor. Tomorrow's her birthday. She'll be 21. And we all know the prophecy says that she is to stand in your august presence here when the ceremony starts, O Queen. In a very few moons, I am to terminate my reign. It is written that I am to return to the depths of the Dark Dominion. If you fail me again, my vengeance will know no limit. Hear us, O Queen who rules the night, sovereign of the vampire women. I shall not fail this time, I promise you.
In God's name, I order you to disappear. Against him and his power, you are nothing. Fine, at last you got here, Samson.
I came as soon as I got your message, Professor. What's going on?
I think you'll recall that for years now, I've been translating these crumbling old parchments here. They belong to my ancestors, and in which they announce the tragic destiny that awaits my daughter, Diana.
No, I haven't forgotten. Tomorrow's the day, Professor. Diane is about to become of age. Have you found anything that will help? An important clue that could be used to stop those monsters when they try to take her?
I studied it, Samson. But the things I found out are not encouraging, and I fear that there's no hope for her. Here they affirm that according to the apocalypse, we're living at a time when things are perfect for the resurrection of monsters here on Earth. Since men are bent on wreaking destruction upon the world today, they'll heed their selfish desires and use the tremendous power that nature has given us.
Yes, nuclear energy.
But there's something worse than what I mentioned just now. I spoke to you about that strange and extraordinary lad who saved Rebecca's life. The documents say that he also would have a descendant, an outstanding young man of enormous strength, destined to hide his identity under a silver-colored mask, Samson. That extraordinary young man is obviously you. But I should tell you something else. According to the prophecies, even you might fail trying to protect Diana. All the evil they can muster is against you in this thing, and so you might be killed attempting to save my daughter.
Nevertheless, I have to continue. I have to go on the way my ancestors did to eliminate evil of all kinds. And human vampires are monsters that can never expose themselves to direct daylight. Surely they use a hideout of some kind as a refuge. And there possibly we could surprise and destroy them.
I know. It could be that these symbols here refer to their hideout. But in spite of all my efforts, Samson, I failed trying to decipher their hidden meaning.
But I'll be ready for anything, so don't worry.
You're coming to the party to protect Diana, aren't you?
No, Professor. I have other plans.
He's going to the party to pick up chicks. Ooh, I wonder who's at the door.
Hey, are you Zombo?
Oh, why yes, I'm Zombo. Who are you?
Well, I own the warehouse down the street that just happens to be filled with your coffee mugs. And I came down here to tell you that there's going to be a fire sale.
A fire sale? But these mugs are ceramic. They don't burn.
Listen, you lame brain. I told you we're having a fire sale, and it starts tomorrow. If you don't sell any of these mugs, you're fired.
Whoa! Now don't forget, boys and ghouls, mummies and daddies, you can get your very own Zombo coffee mug. Just go to the Zombo website at zombo.com. Click on Buy Stuff and order your own Zombo coffee mug today. Credit card orders only. Please allow 3 weeks for delivery.
Now, don't forget my instructions. No one is to enter this house without an invitation.
Very well, sir. Are you feeling ill?
Just for a moment there, I was dizzy. Let's sit down, please.
My poor girl's happy. Just watch her face. She, of course, doesn't suspect that tonight could be really tragic for her.
Don't worry so much about her, Professor. Why do you think we're here?
You're here because you couldn't get a job in a good movie. See? That's why there were 3 musketeers.
Now hide them. In a little while, we'll be back.
Now do you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Please excuse the question, but... She okay then?
Why, who's that?
I don't know, but she's very pretty.
Until now, nothing's happened, has it? Have a drink, Professor.
Give me a cognac, please.
It must be the hat.
Hello, wanna dance?
Capture her! Hurry, Inspector!
Get that man! He's carrying her away!
Don't fire! Your bullets could wound her!
Uh-oh, they're flashing us. Hey, Samson, why is that garbage bag attached around your neck?
Diana, don't.
No, not yet. Samson's fighting against them now. Wait till they're separated.
We heard shots from this direction. Is anything wrong, Inspector?
Nothing, nothing. You can go now.
He turned on the siren because he's going to the donut shop.
Chief, I saw 2 corpses in the garden.
Just a moment. Not a word about the things you saw here in the garden tonight. Or they'll put us in the booby hatch, I'm sure of that.
That's exactly what we were thinking.
Tell the jailers to free that little officer that informed us about the flying vampire. And call for an ambulance, too.
Right, Chief. Come on, boys.
Hello, everybody. It's your old pal ZOMBOO. It's time to go visit the rat girl.
We'll be right back to our very scary movie after these important messages from our sponsors. Check me out on the ZOMBOO website at zomboo.com.
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Just like this movie.
Now you know why I hesitated to explain it to you.
Don't you have the slightest idea where to find the hideout that these creatures are living in?
Hello? This is the residence of Professor Roloff. Yes. For you, Charles.
Thank you. Yes?
Are you the inspector?
I'm the inspector. Go ahead.
I need something inspected.
All right. I'll be there later. Another pair was attacked at the same spot as last night. They'd been in the nightclub also. The poor girl was killed, and they found the same small holes in her neck. Her escort was kidnapped. Now that's an idea. The crimes that were committed there these last 2 nights could furnish us with a clue. It's evident that they used that area to attract their victims in some way. I think we'll have to play all our cards this time. It will be morning pretty soon. But tomorrow night we'll go to that nightclub and we'll take Diana with us.
Are you out of your mind, Charles?
Under the circumstances, Diana's in just as much danger here as she would be in any other area. Now don't worry. I'll send guards to surround the block and they won't cause suspicion. And my best trained men are going to be in that nightclub too.
Now look what happened out there in the garden tonight. And your men's bullets couldn't detain those infernal creatures, Charles.
Yes, but all in all, I don't think anything's going to happen to Diana. And on the other hand, it's quite possible that we'll find out who those monsters are and that diabolic female that leads them. It's a chance, but they could reveal their hideout. So now please have confidence in me, Professor. If you don't, you'll be running a great risk and you might not save Diana.
The inspector is right, Papa. Sooner or later, those monsters are going to find me. Why not try it as a last resort? Anything is preferable to continuing this nightmare.
The plan just might work, too, Professor.
You win. I'll go along with you.
No, Professor. You should stay here. And wait to hear from Samson. Now try to get a little rest, Diana. The house is under constant guard.
You have failed me once again, Tundra. There is a terrible enemy in our waste arena. His name is Samson, and he is to blame. The girl that was chosen as your successor was in our power when he got there tonight. But tomorrow he'll be dead, Sorina. This I swear in the name of your husband, the king of the Dark Dominion. You know I must terminate my reign soon. So tomorrow you are to have my successor here. My vengeance is cruel and terrible. Take heed, or you, as well as your sisters, will be changed to dust. Give me another opportunity. I shall not fail again. Tundra, I wish to see my successor tonight. Take me to her. You order and I obey, Sovereign.
Que pudo ser toda una vida, pero un amor así que vive de ansiedad no pudo.
You want it on the telephone, sir.
Tenemos tantas ilusiones porque el destino nos impone siempre una senda y un final.
Why do you suppose they want the inspector?
Well,
Recuerdo de un amor pasado que ya no ha de volver porque el destino cruel.
I was speaking to Professor Roloff. Samson hasn't phoned and he's worried. I understand that tonight he fights at the arena. So maybe he'll get in touch with us a little later on.
It's an hour before I have my match with Samson. It's going to be a real tough fight. I want to take a little nap. Make sure you lock the door, Willie. I don't want nobody to disturb me.
You're on now. let's go.
And in this corner from Mexico City, he ate 4 enchiladas, 2 plates of beans, and a Dos Ex before this match. Here he is, Gaseous Clay! And in this corner, from parts unknown, he ate 2 onion burritos, 3 plates of beans, and a Tecate before the match. He's also known as the Mighty Methane. Please welcome Samson! Do you know what the worst thing about these wrestling movies is? The wrestling!
For Popeye, it was a spinach. For you, Samson, take a whiff of this.
What's the matter with him? I swear he's trying to kill you.
That fellow's not the Black Mask. He's been using karate on me, and he could kill me with one blow.
Listen, I'll ask that they suspend the match, Samson.
No, I'm going to see this thing through to the end.
But you're crazy. He's trying to murder you.
I've already been warned about this, but we'll see.
And you know, wrestling fans, in a masked death match, it's certain death when one of the wrestlers loses his gas mask.
Look, it's very late, Inspector, and I'm starting to get tired, so what's the use of waiting?
Just a while longer, until daylight. It's safer, believe me.
There is the girl chosen as your successor. Look at her. She looks exactly like her ancestor. She'll be worthy of my throne. Inspector, watch their reflections. Those two in the rear there.
Arrest those two women! Did you see two women come out? They must be around here. Surround the whole area. I want to search thoroughly, understand? You two stay here with us. We have to give this young lady protection.
Here you go, miss.
It's time I went back to wait at the crypt, Tundra. If you fail again, you know what there is in store for you.
I think it would be better if you went back to the house with Diana. I'll be waiting here. My men will go along with you.
Who's this on the ZOMBOO telephone?
This is Nurse Feelgood, the head nurse.
Head nurse, isn't this one of the scariest movies you've ever seen?
Are you kidding? This movie is so lame, it needs crutches.
You're not even a little bit scared?
Get real, Zombo. That's the goofiest monster I've ever seen. But you need a good shot of reality.
You think you could do better?
I'll show you, Scary. I'm heading over there right now to take your temperature.
That's what you think. Because it's time to announce ZOMBOO's 3-minute horror movie contest. Yes, that's right. Go out and shoot your own 3-minute horror movie on videotape. It must be in reasonably good taste, and it must be very scary.
Send your 3-minute horror movies to Zombo today. Check out the Zombo website at zombo.com under 3-minute movies for the address to send your movie.
So make those movies, send them to me, and if they're scary enough, I'll put them on the show for everyone to see.
There's no time to lose, Professor. I'm trying to save Diana, and it depends on this code.
A, B, and here, I think. At last I've got it. Thank God. Professor Roloff here. I'm calling you, Samson. This is Professor Roloff. Come in. Can you hear? It's very important, Samson. Emergency. Please answer.
I'm listening, Professor Roloff. This is Samson answering. Come in, Professor. Over.
Listen, Samson. The crypt where you'll find the vampires hiding is located in the forest of white pines. So please hurry. I think we may save Diana. In a second, we'll be on our way there. And I wish you good luck.
Are you still glad we brought her back?
Tundra, in a few short minutes we will see the dawn. You must hurry now.
Give a hoot! Don't pick your snoot!
Tell your sister Tundra that it's late. She must hurry.
I can see the baby's head. Bear down and push! Push! Push!
At last we're going to know who our stubborn enemy is. Take off his mask.
Excuse me, this time could the dress burn off first? This movie is so bad, you're all fired! And you'll never work in this town again!
God bless Samson.
Who is he, Papa?
That's his secret. I don't think you'll ever know. But I'll say this, my dear. In this age where there are certain evil men who propose to destroy us, Samson is an example to men of goodwill who serve justice.
Now don't forget, boys and ghouls and mummies and daddies, tune in next week for another very scary movie on Zombo's House of Horror Movies.